Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. You're here with a lone wolf. If you'll recall, one of the first videos on my channel was about Robert De Niro and his ongoing divorce battle. And there was a recent development, say last week I think it was, week before maybe. Got an article here on Yahoo Life. Robert De Niro won't have to shell out $500 million in divorce settlement case. So he's managed to dodge a nuclear-tipped missile. Let's get into it. Robert De Niro won't have to shell out a ton of cash to his estranged wife, Grace Hightower, in their ongoing divorce settlement. According to the Atlanta Black Star, a judge recently denied Hightower's request to be rewarded with cash, stemming from the Hollywood actor's fortune, an estimated $500 million to be exact. The Godfather star has amassed millions not only from his lengthy acting career, but he has also invested cash into a bevy of well-known restaurants and businesses across New York City, including the Tribeca Bar and Grill and the Greenwich Hotel. The husband's income earned during the marriage and other business assets acquired during that time are his separate property, the court ruling stated. Hightower won't be walking away from the split totally empty-handed. De Niro will have to cough up $1 million a year, $1 million a year, in alimony to his ex-wife, but that's as long as she doesn't remarry until either she or De Niro passes away, according to the report. He must also give Hightower $6 million towards the purchase of a new home. So there's another article here saying that De Niro's actually got a prenup, so I'm guessing that sort of helped him out massively in this situation. But yeah, she's going to get $1 million a year in alimony. There's no way in hell that she's ever going to remarry. That would be stupid on her part. She's just going to sit tight and rake in that cash, which is, it'd be annoying if, as you'll see from the rest of the article. The former couple had previously been married for 24 years following their rocky divorce battle that began back in 2018. Sources close to De Niro say that the actress's controlling ways prompted their contentious split. She busted his balls and controlled his finances and film production company and had all kinds of rules he couldn't live by, the confidant told Ebony in December 2018. Grace micromanaged him to death, and he deserves a medal for sticking it out so long. Source also added, with both their names on so many charitable projects, she wanted him to look respectable in the public eye, and that meant shaving regularly, getting a proper haircut as he loves to go native, and not hanging out with pals like Martin Scorsese, Leo DiCaprio, Harvey Keitel, and Keith Richards. I'd love to hang out with those guys. It'd be awesome. De Niro reportedly also had to call from the set twice a day like he was reporting for duty while filming. What? So she openly, flagrantly interferes with his business affairs, makes his life more difficult while he's trying to earn money to fund her lifestyle. And then she's entitled to a piece of it forever, until he dies, basically. So you're getting financially rewarded for being a hindrance. It's lunacy. It's absolutely crazy. The Oscar award-winning actor's attorney argued that Hightower's extravagant lifestyle was the cause behind their strained relationship. At the time of the court filings, De Niro claimed he was drowning in tax debt. The Golden Globe recipient's legal team also argued that Hightower's thirst for Stella McCartney and diamonds was forcing the star to overwork himself. He's 77 years old, man. You'd think that in the early phase of his career, when he was putting out film after film that was just brilliant performances, like Godfather Part 2. He was in The Deer Hunter, he was in Goodfellas, and I'm missing loads. He is one of my favourite actors of all time. Disagree with him a lot on political matters, but clearly he has a problem with his personal life if he's allowed someone to just come in and jeopardise all of that. While he loves his craft, he should not be forced to work at this prodigious pace because he has to. Yeah, he should be enjoying his retirement or just picking and choosing the projects that he wants to do. I don't know, like The Irishman or whatever, which was actually really good. Said his attorney Carolyn Krauss to a New York City judge, when does that stop? When does he get the opportunity to not take every project that comes along and not work 6-day weeks, 12-hour days, so he can keep pace with Miss Hightower's thirst for Stella McCartney? The former couple shares 2 children together, a daughter named Helen, Grace, and a son named Elliot. So if we have a look at this piece on ebony.com from December 2018, De Niro confirmed his split from his wife of 21 years. Because he refused to divulge the details surrounding their impending divorce, many believe reports that Hightower is a Trump supporter, which drove a wedge between the couple. And obviously De Niro had done very public criticisms of Trump. Political differences aside, according to the new report, there's more to the marriage coming to an end. Her controlling ways were the main catalyst. And there's the quote that we just read through. She's micromanaged him to death. With both their names on so many charitable projects, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Both parties are happy to move forward with their lives. To her credit, she took on a lot of the responsibilities, but a huge festering problem was that he wasn't able to be himself. Now she's moving on and it's eased up a lot of the stress and tension between them. Yeah, but it's costing you $1 million a year to make sure that she goes away. Yeah, so married in 1997 after a decade of courtship. The couple shared 2 children, 20-year-old. Yeah, I think she was a waitress. I think he actually met her in London in a swanky restaurant and she was working as a waitress. So yeah, she's just done nothing to, and a lot of these articles are referring to her as a socialite. Now, I would only call someone a socialite. I mean, I'm talking about a female socialite if you're born into wealth. You know, kind of like the Paris Hilton thing where you don't have a job, you just go to all of these parties and know people. Parasitic lifestyle, if you ask me, because you haven't earned the wealth. And it's the same in her situation. She's called a socialite, but she just married De Niro. So that's pretty galling, if you ask me. And the fact that she's openly interfered with his professional affairs when it should be completely separate. You know, how he runs his acting career is his business. And it demonstrates that he's weak, man. He needs to clue him. Well, it's at an advanced stage of his life now, but just lacking, balls in his personal life. He's dodged a major bullet here. If this is how things pan out, he's managed to actually protect the majority of his assets, and he's got away with just giving her $6 million for a new home and $1 million a year in alimony. He's got off absolutely lightly given the insane divorce laws in the United States. That's about all for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. As always, see you next time.